All right, y'all. So this is a crochet pattern that you've seen on this channel before, but I've been going back and trying to redo some of my older videos, give them a fresh new look, okay? So let's make a crochet butterfly. This is really super simple. I have worsted weight yarn and I have a size 4.5. No, this is a 5. Oh, a size 5. All right, so this is a size 5 millimeter hook. I'm so used to using a 4.5. I'm sorry. But anyway, you're going to go ahead, make your slip knot, and then put your yarn on your hook. Now to start off, we're going to chain 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now you're going to put your hook into this very first that you made here, your very first chain. Pull your yarn through and then through the loop on your hook. And that is a loop that we're now going to be working into. Okay. So now you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 does count as your first double crochet. Now from here on out, we're going to be working inside this loop here that we made. You're going to make 2 more double crochet into that loop. There's 1. And there is 2. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now make another cluster. A cluster is just 3 double crochet together, okay? So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. There's your cluster. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Make another cluster. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet. Now you have 3 clusters. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're just going to keep working into this circle here until you have 24 double crochets. So it's 3, 6, 9. Keep going until you have 24 double crochet and then chain 3 and we'll come back and continue. Okay. 22, 23, and 24. Then chain 3. Okay. Now we're going to join to the top of that first chain that we made. Let's get the tail out of the way. That first chain 3 that we made, join into the top of that for a slip stitch. Okay. Now this is going to be a little wobbly. Okay. Oh, this is going to be wobbly, but we're going to be folding it in half later. Okay. So don't worry about it being rippled and wobbly. But you have a total of 24 double crochets. See, 1, 2, 3, and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then chain 3. Okay. So now we're going to chain 1, cut off your yarn, and just pull it through. Now you can go ahead and work away your ends now if you want to, which is what I'm going to do. And now you're going to go get another color. You can continue on with the same color if you want to, but I'm going to get another one. Okay, so I'm going to use this pale yellow now. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off by making a standing single crochet in any of the chain 3 spaces. It doesn't matter where. So you're just going to put your hook in the hole, pull it up, and then just complete a single crochet. Okay, that's a standing single crochet. So now that we've done that, now that we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This is your first double crochet. Make 2 more double crochets into that same space. Chain 3. Make another cluster of 3 double crochet into that same space. Okay, so see in that space we did chain 3, 2 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. So this is our new cluster here, okay? So now we're going to work our way around into each of the chain 3 spaces from the previous round by doing the exact same thing that we did here, okay? So go in here, whoopsie daisy. Go in here for 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 3 double crochet in that same spot. It's fairly easy. Okay, now skip over to your next chain 3 space and do 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in that same space. All right, now I want you to do that all the way around. All right, so now we're at the end of our round here, and we have 8 points. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, once again, we're going to join to the top of that first chain 3. Grab your yarn and pull it through and pull it through, and now it has been joined. Chain, and then cut your yarn and pull it through. All right, like I said, don't worry about it being wobbly. It'll be all right here in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and work away my ends, and we're going to change color again. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, let's go ahead and change our color. I'm going to be using purple this time. Now this round is going to be just a little bit different from the others, as in we're not going to be chaining 3 in order to start our double crochets. We're going to start off with any chain 3 space, again, with a standing single crochet. So just put your hook in there, grab your yarn and pull it up, wrap it around, and then pull it through both loops. That gives you a standing single crochet. Now you're just going to go straight into making your double crochet, and the single here is going to kind of like pull it down just a little bit, because this is going to be our final round. And by doing this single crochet first and then another single crochet at the end of our clusters that we're making, it just gives it just a little bit better of a scalloped look, in my opinion. So now that we did that, go ahead and work 5 double crochet into that space. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 3, do 5 more double crochet into that same space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now do a single crochet. I know this is going to get tight. It's okay. You can do it. Now we're going to scooch on over to the next one. Do a single crochet, 5 doubles. Whoopsie doodle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Double crochet for 5. 1, 2, 3. Get some more yarn. 4 and 5. Now cram that single crochet in there. Oh lordy, I was stuck. See how this kind of gives us like a petal look almost. See how that looks? Okay, now you're going to continue this all the way around. And here, do your single crochet, 5 doubles, chain 3, 5 doubles, and a single, all in that same space, all the way around. All right, so now that we have come all the way around, now it just looks like a wavy flower. So now you're just going to come back to this first single crochet, put your hook in there, grab your yarn, pull it through, chain 1 and pull it out, and there you go. This is basically done. This is all that we're doing crochet wise. Now I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to work away my ends, and then we're going to make our actual butterfly. Okay, so now this is the front of our project, and now what do I have here? Fuzzy sticks. These are pipe cleaners. I'm sorry, they're pipe cleaners. These are not fuzzy sticks. Oh lordy. I'm going to pick a blue one. Okay, let's throw that. Ooh, throw that over there. So now you're just going to take this and just fold it in half. See? You're going to line up your petals. And now this here, this is the bottom of your butterfly, and this is the top. Pretty easy, right? So now take your pipe cleaner and fold it in half. Take that. Put it on the body of your butterfly. And now we're just going to twist it together. Like so. You can pull it a little bit tight if you want to kind of pull the wings. So just pull it up tight there in the center. See what I did? And then you're just going to twist it just a couple times. Okay. And then that's the body of your butterfly. Here's his little antenna. Well, that's not even. It's okay. But anyway, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and just kind of just start twisting it around to make the end of your antenna. Like so. I need to cut a little bit of this off. Where did that string of yellow come from? I don't know. And I'll just spin it around, like so. And look at that. There's a butterfly. How cute is that? All right, so now I'm going to make another one right quick, and I'm going to layer the colors a little bit differently, and then we'll get a different color pipe cleaner, and I'm going to show you what also you can do with pom-poms with these, okay? Let's put this out of the way, and I'll make another one. Okie dokie. So now I've got another one done. And this time, I'm going to show you what to use with some pom-poms, or how to use some pom-poms. And I got this at Walmart, and it goes really, really well. Hold on, with the fuzzy sticks, you can see the colors go very well together. It's the same colors. So they also had bright colors. I just got the pastels. So now let's use this pink, and we're going to do the same thing like we did on the other butterfly. Just fold that in half. Fold this piece in half. Let's try to get our little petals even. You know what, this side looks better actually. Walkie dokie. So now we're going to take this and put it up on the top just like we did in the previous one. Twist it around like so, and then we're just going to take the ends and just spiral it down just like we did on the other one. In or out, it doesn't really matter. I think the others were facing out, but you know what? It doesn't matter because we're going to put the pom-poms on here and you're not going to be able to see. Okay, let's get that where you want. And I think my glue gun should be warm enough. If not, then we're just going to have to wait a second for it to heat up. But anyway, now we're going to just glue our pom-poms to the end of the little antenna here. Just something fun, just a little extra something. So go ahead and get these to the length you want them. And then let's see if this glue gun is hot enough. All right, so now all we're gonna do is just glue the pom-poms on, okay? Pretty simple, but it's just something else fun that you can add to it. Like I said, you don't have to put these on there. If you don't want to, just leave it, just like we did the blue one. But I just thought it'd be cute. Wee, boink! Ah, the strings. Glue it on there, and then I'm just gonna hold these in place until that glue sets up. Okay, how cute is that? Wee! Okay, now what can you use these for? I had a handful that my grandma had made me many years ago and had magnets glued to the back. If you're going to do that, they're not heavy, but for a magnet, I guess they could be. So I'll put one here and I'll put one here if you were to use those magnets. Excuse me. You could use them like just as something to hang as a gift tag or something on a gift. You could take a piece of ribbon or string, just run it through the back of this, pull it up kind of towards the top, and then just, use it for that. You could use it as an embellishment for something, just what have you. It's just something fun, quick, and easy to make. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you would, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!